Okay, let's talk about enabling and disabling wireless technologies. And right here we have Android. I'm going to swipe down from the top to bring up the notification screen. And you can see here we have the option to turn Wi-Fi or WLAN on and off right from here, and a host of other things that you can turn on and off. But that's really easy to do right from there. You can also go to the settings, click on the sprocket up here, and go to Wi-Fi from one of several places. And you can turn it off from here, from the switch, or connect or disconnect from networks from here. And normally, Android will automatically scan for networks. But you can also scroll down to the bottom and add a Wi-Fi network. And you would be doing that manually. Let's say, I'll tap on that now. Let's say that the wireless network you want to connect to is not broadcasting its SSID or its wireless network name. Well, then you would have to add it manually in this fashion. Type in the network name and then tap on security and select the correct security in question and then type in the password. So you'd need to know all that information. So know where to go to turn Wi-Fi on and off and how to scan for networks, which is really automatic, and then also how to connect manually with add Wi-Fi network. Know how to do those things. And we'll talk more about troubleshooting wireless connections in a later sub-lesson. Now, being able to turn off Wi-Fi is important, but you can also turn off all wireless connections by putting the device into what's known as airplane mode. And if we scroll down here, you'll see we have airplane mode right here, and you can tap on that and select to turn it on. And then once you do, all wireless connections are turned off. Your GSM connection or CDMA connection or your 4G connection, your wireless LAN or Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth connections. All these things will be gone. These little icons will be gone, and then it'll be replaced by a little airplane. So that is basically going to turn off all wireless connections, and this is where you'd go to do it. Now, you could also press and hold the power button on most Android devices, and then you'll get the option for airplane mode as well. So there's always multiple ways to get to these things in an operating system. When you enable airplane mode, it turns off all wireless connections. And by wireless connections, I mean Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, you name it. So remember that it turns off all wireless connections, but a user can then go and turn Wi-Fi on. So even though a device might be in airplane mode, some devices can still have one of the wireless connections working if it was turned on afterward. So that's one of the things to check if a wireless connection is being made, even though the device is in airplane mode. Okay, so here we have iOS, and if we go to the settings, you'll see that we have airplane mode here, and that can be turned on. Again, that will turn off all wireless connections. And then we have the Wi-Fi option here and Bluetooth. So they can be turned on easily. If we tap on Wi-Fi now, you'll see that Wi-Fi is on. And that's actually how I'm connecting to this to control it remotely, to view it remotely. I'm using AirServer program to do that. And I'm connected to the unknown network. And it sees other networks. And you can join networks manually by tapping on Other. So if we tap on that now, it's kind of the same thing we showed in Android. You need to know the SSID, that wireless network name, and then you would have to select the security, for example, WPA2, and then type in the password. This is necessary sometimes to make a connection. Sometimes you'll get updates on devices, and for some reason you can't connect again to the old wireless network that you needed to connect to before. One of the things you could do is forget the network, tap on it, and click on tap on Forget, and the other option is to try and connect manually. But if you still can't connect, you want to check your password, check that you're using the right encryption, and also check your wireless access point. Check the settings over there as well. So, and we're going to talk more about that type of thing and the troubleshooting for that in a later sub lesson. But basically, what you need to know is understand Wi-Fi, how to turn it on, how to connect to networks, the information you need to know, including SSID, encryption type, and password, and know how to put both devices, iOS and Android, into airplane mode as well. And that's about it for this sublesson.